Tell me when you start recording so I could
It's
start
now.
giving it. Okay. Uh, welcome to Ryoga no Kage, session 18. We're back after a long pause on my part. Um, last time, I remember at least everyone went through the Red Ward and went through the mine, encountered Eve, encountered
Abel.
Abel, also encountered Apollo, and well, not really encountered, more like found. Um, after that, you guys have gone up, and we're going through the yard, got into the hallway, and were met by the warden.
And a lot of his lackeys.
Yeah.
Um, and Ira has mana sickness.
Yeah, you have mana sickness.
Which currently I'm holding him up.
Yep. Um, in terms of the other player characters that were around, for people that don't know, which is Kavria and Jack. Jack is just still in the prison. Characters around. Players left because schedule confliction, and so they decided to just opt out of the campaign, which I was fine with. Kavria, aka Blackjack, I don't know where they are right now. To be fair, I forgot to straight up say session is starting on Discord. Um, Kavria is also around in the prison doing their own thing. But to continue, uh, who would like to give at least a brief recap on the things said before encountering the warden in the hallway? The silence is deafening.
Yes, it is.
Because
It's not acceptable to say I forgore, but like that's what happened.
Yeah. To be fair, I should not be surprised that y'all forgot it has been a while.
I have not. I'm pretty sure that right here has not either, but when it comes down to me, I'm not gonna say anything.
Right sends text specifically saying he won't do it this time.
I guess I would
Yeah,
end up
'cause
having
it's
to.
always, you know.
No.
I gotta think.
Okay, never mind. Okay. God damn it. Okay. What you said is Aradia and Zetsu were going to be rushing the warden when we got back in.
We did.
No,
You two said we were
we
both going after him. Yes, you did.
no, not for me.
You said you guys were going right after to kill him. We were going to do this all in one fell swoop because Ira was going to have Eve destroy the construct as well.
That was before we got caught like this.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
before.
That's what he's talking about. Is what was said and stuff before this all happened. When we came back up. What was said before meeting the warden. We came up with a plan to destroy the spires, and you guys were going to use Abel to kill the warden.
No. You're remembering it differently.
I have it written down in notes. I'm literally reading from it.
Yeah, but when it came down to it, Aradia was the one that was trying to have everybody to go towards a bit deeper into the fucking caves because he wanted to go and try to destroy them themselves instead of thinking straight.
No, he just wanted us out of the caves.
With how I remembered it, it was a bit differently.
No, he just wanted us to get out of the caves and back into the prison to where we wouldn't get caught.
And we got caught.
I literally have everyone's POV written down. You were literally freaking out because you had something inside you, and you were the one talking about going mano a mano with the warden. But Aradia said he would come with you.
Yeah, now I remember a little bit. Because the fact that we were going to try to have the group split off just so we can go have that done while the rest would end up trying to do the constructs.
Because I was going to do the constructs.
Not in that condition.
No, this happened before. This was the plan before the condition came up. When
If
he
your
was
ear
getting
gets
Eve to
ripped
do it,
off, you can actually take some
when he was asking Eve to do it, that's when he got hit
like
with the
that.
condition.
I've never heard of that.
Because
It's
also
not
the
my
plan was
expertise. If that does, it's a
during
little
you
bit
guys
out of
going
my
after the
realm.
warden,
I have
you
been
and
involved
Aradia
in
going after
one
warden,
ear
Coxie
reconstruction case
and
where a child was born without an ear, and we kind of did that, but we used the
I am
skin
so
that
sorry,
was there,
Walden,
used the rib,
we're going to
the
go
there, and
after
a few
the
flap
Fantasia.
reconstructions. His ear came out. It made actually a good-looking ear. Obviously, it's not functioning, but it made a nice-looking ear.
Everyone
If
was
your ear gets ripped
going to do that as their plans, but
But like, are we currently just faced with a fucking phone?
We're in the
Who just thought
hallway. We're in the hallway currently where there's a bunch of guards, including the warden, that's blocking the path.
everyone is heavily armed.
They are heavily armed, not us.
Yeah,
Only
that's what I said. Them. I can tell you who. Aradia has a knife. Kavira had 2 pickaxes. Walden had a kitchen knife that Ira gave him. Ira doesn't have a weapon on him.
and unfortunately Vexa does not.
Neither does Vexu. And
No, I had the pistol.
you have the gun. A very specific gun.
Yes.
Okay. I can't wait for this session to unfold just so I can see reactions here.
If
Moving
I'm correct,
on.
if I'm correct, this is the same gun that had the
Engraving on it.
Yeah.
The engraving also mended to be usable.
Yes, it is the gun that killed. Or should have killed Ashfell.
Well, you'll see now.
So, to continue, as all of you are there in the hallway, having thought out a plan, suddenly, all of you are met by the warden. And of course, the warden's there. He is very much aware that all of you somehow got out of prison again without him somehow seeing it. He takes like a moment to like look at all of you. And you could tell he's trying to figure out where the fuck you all went. He's also keeping track of everybody. And as he's counting everyone, he notices that one of these holding some things in their pockets. Well, air quotes pockets. The jumpsuits don't exactly have pockets to stuff your shit in. And he's specifically looking at the certain someone who took a certain diamond.
Mm-hmm. Thankfully, I have nothing.
I mean, I have nothing as well since Eve was unsummoned completely, and her diamond's gone back into Era.
Oh, that would be me.
Yes. You finally pieced it together. It's like, oh, wait. So,
Yeah,
as he
just give me a minute to finish recalling details. All right, we're good. I found it in my notes.
Alright.
Hmm.
You gonna add anything at the end, or just?
He's just looking at you.
Found a new toy.
He looks at each of you and then locks eyes on Zexu.
Mm.
Now, normally people don't get out of this place. But all you lot have done something that I definitely couldn't account for. Normally, that place is a mess, and yet all 6 of you walk out of there squeaky clean. But it's very difficult to hide what you have. Like Eve and Abel. So, I'ma just give you this one chance. Let them go. Or we're gonna need to send you somewhere else.
How many guards are there between us
There's-
and the warden?
There's around 8.
Yeah. Can I do it? Can I do it? Rune, you know what I want to do.
Yeah, but again, not in that state.
Why don't you bring out the doctor to talk to us?
The doctor.
Oh, for crying out loud, his wife's dead but somehow alive, locked up in the damn Red Ward.
You're talking about that doctor. He hasn't been here.
Oh, pop the shit. His gun was in there.
That gun that you're talking about.
Babbles.
No. Who?
Funny how their last names are the exact fucking same.
There's a lot of people in this world. You're surprised that names are similar? What next? You're gonna tell me that peas and pies are the same?
And also, cursed items like the Void Hearts don't separate themselves. You guys took Eve from me once and she came back. Again.
No.
They belonged to you.
No. Hold on, Adrian. Hold the fuck. The doctor you're asking for, he hasn't been here. It's a good long while. Let's give it a couple of years at this point. Second, that gun you're talking about belonged to the one that's in the body bag.
Good.
What?
This is okay.
Ivan, I'm sending you something.
What body bag? Is there something you did not tell me?
There's a lot of things I'm not telling anyone.
Well, with the way that you end up doing it, you're essentially putting more trouble than it's worth.
Yeah, I'm only.
That don't have
That
that
to
fucking
your married
bullshit.
boyfriend. Just tell that to your married boyfriend.
No, we're not.
Fucking samurai sent me here to die.
Can I
Don't
try
let the
to?
dodge in it.
Can I try to see if it's somehow if I can try to poke at Abel? Not
You want to
physically, mentally, just to see if I can get
I
Abel's
sent you
attention.
something as well.
Huh?
I sent you something on that topic as well, Ivan.
So, I read, and you're gonna try to summon Abel as well.
No, more like mentally poking at him, just so I can try to see if she responds.
Ira's not gonna try anything in his condition with Eve. Because he won't even be able to summon her. I don't even think he'd be able to summon her crystal if he tried. Because that might actually require mana that he does not have to spare.
I'm gonna text you.
What would, by the way, Ivan, what would the warden's that reaction be to when he said that you guys took when he mentioned Eve was taken from him once and she came back to him?
He isn't surprised at all. Um, to both Rune and Aradia, I'm going to need you guys to roll me a Constitution save.
Con save? Okay.
Yes, both of you.
Is it +4 plus? It's not letting me roll, so I'm using my heart die if that's okay.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, D&D Beyond also isn't functioning properly for me. I can not see my own rolls and it lags everything.
Was that deception check the one you did for testing?
Yes. I can't see it on my end.
We can see it on our
You can,
end.
yeah, you can roll and I can tell you what you rolled.
Okay, let's see.
That's just one of like 7 problems I'm having with D&D Beyond right now.
Mm.
Okay.
What has everyone seen?
Nat 20 on my brand new set of dice. Things are going great. This is the first time I have used this set of dice, so I am very pleased.
Nice. So, the two of you secretly ask your hearts to come out and help. Specifically for either power or for helping get away from the situation. However, the two of you can feel that your own spirits are afraid right now. You feel heavy and a bit sick, but you can tell that this feeling that's permeating within you while you feel weak isn't because of your spirits, it's coming from the warden.
Mmm.
And I make like a perception or an arcana check to get an idea of where it's coming from.
I just said it's coming from the warden.
Yeah, like more specifically, like an object, his own power.
Sure, go ahead.
Arcana or perception?
It would be, I guess, Arcana.
22.
22?
Yes.
It's coming from inside of him.
Oh, fuck.
Does it feel like another one of the hearts?
That you don't know. Um, However, for the first time, you finally get a good look at the warden. Since it's the first time you've been able to physically see him stand out amongst the rest of his entourage. He's a Makode, quite tall for even the biggest of Makode, standing somewhat taller than Al-Ra.
The fuck is that?
He kind of like takes off his hat and fixes his coat a bit. And his eyes, they're kind of normal orange-ish for Makode, specifically Seekers. And he just kind of grows a smirk and go, "There's only one way this is gonna end. Go back to your cells, good little prisoners. Or the ground in the yard is gonna be a couple feet higher than normal. This is the only olive branch I'm gonna give you."
I'm gonna look towards everybody, including Aradia, and I'm gonna like silently gesture my head back to where we were coming from. Slightly.
So
Okay.
that slightly does not sit well.
As for Aradia, I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look back towards him, and I'm gonna speak in Thieves' Cant.
In Thieves' Cant.
Yep.
And what are you saying in Thieves' Cant?
Aradia, get everyone running back to the Red Ward. I know it's not smart, but have everybody start running or fast as they could, and we're gonna try to get them to follow. Only me and you are capable of sneaking around in the dark. Let's use that to our advantage. And we can take him out slowly, one by one, until we can get the main guy to come in. And that's what he ended up saying to him in Feast Camp.
Aradia hiding what he's doing behind Ira is gonna kind of, with his finger right out red on his back.
Right.
Sleight of hand.
I would say sleight of hand.
Yeah, I'm asking.
So you're doing what exactly specifically?
Aradia positions himself in the back behind everyone. So on Ira's back, with his finger, he writes out red and then lead. And is trying not to get seen by the warden or the guards.
In his condition, would Ira need to make a perception check?
Somewhat.
Perception. Yeah, perception. Where the fuck are you, perception? Oh, for once it's an 18. Not bad for a wizard who's not functioning properly at the moment.
So what are you doing with a perception check?
To feel, I was asking if, in order to be coherent, because he's in and out of it right now with the monocytness, he said he was writing on Ira's back.
Hmm. Can
So-
can I roll to see their body language?
Whose body language specifically?
Vexu and Aradia.
Yeah, you can tell that something's up.
You've known Aradia long enough and seen him how he does things that he is ready to strike someone or make some kind of move, but you don't know what yet.
When it comes on the Vexer, though, even though Coxley is the one that's been hanging out with him the most, sometimes, you can tell that he's directing Aradia, and he has that calm but posed, body language as if he is going to be acting calm.
Ira.
God.
What else
So
can you
is-
expect for someone who literally just had all their magic just fucking shot out of them?
Is Ira at least able to understand what Aradia is trying to get him to do?
It depends on what Ivan says with that 18 in Ira's state.
Since he has to roll with disadvantage.
Oh, I do, don't I?
Yeah, you have to
Yeah.
roll with disadvantage.
I guess that makes sense, given the
I
situation.
thought it was, I didn't remember if it was Dex check or intelligence with all mental checks too.
Oh no, it's with all stats, and your speed is halved.
Okay. It was 18s no matter what.
Alright.
So do I understand?
So. So, if everyone can look in NPCs,
Click. Let's see what's up.
Of course, the bad guy is going to be hit on by Raylan.
Look, I have a thing for villain.
It's just I was waiting for it, and then the sticker popped up, so that's when I finished. I knew it was gonna fucking happen. I mean, okay.
It's not dangerous. It's not fun.
Stop being fucking horny.
Rune, quit yelling at people for being fucking horny.
Fortunately, that's the tall ass.
Moving on
Ask
before we get
for
too off
this
topic.
Okay.
No, I'm talking to my cats.
Oh, normally you're yelling at Raylan for that.
No,
Never mind.
my cat.
Just pet her. It'll.
Yeah, that's what I'm
soothe it.
doing.
Oh, also cat packs.
No, what just.
Anyways, moving on.
So everyone understands that they're supposed to start slow. We're supposed to book it to the red ward. Oh hell!
So yeah, Walden King of Shut the Fuck Up Friday. You know, looking around.
I
Is
don't like. I
alright,
don't like that
guess
hand.
the plan.
I do not
Just
like that
non-fatal
hand. I do not like that hand. I do not like the way that hand looks. Ivan, no, bad.
what?
I don't like the way that hand looks.
You see, as he like puts his hand on like the top of his suit, looks back at the guards and goes, "How about we make this interest, shall we? It's been a long time since I've been able to do anything."
Ira's derping. He doesn't know what's going on.
Kind of ready in action.
He like slowly takes off his gloves, and you see as when he takes off his gloves, the kind of like chain things that are on his gloves stay in his hands.
Oh, I think I know what the fuck you did. Oh.
And it looks like he has more than one.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, his heart. God damn it.
And that's our cue to go.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
How many chisels does Eladia have left?
I don't know.
Did you say you only used one? I thought you said you picked up. It said you picked up a handful.
Yeah.
About four.
Yeah, and then I picked up the one I threw.
So
But you still have all of
five.
them. Yeah, you have all of them still.
Eladia is going to spike one at the wall to make a noise and distract them, and then yell, "All right, time to go."
As
Can't
you
get clearer than
start,
that.
as you start running towards the red ward, the doors of the red ward just slam shut.
Mm.
Well, this is interesting.
Plan B?
Cave.
Who's able?
Well, I guess we do not have no choice but to fucking fight, huh?
You
No,
can
I mean,
see as when the warden like keeps scratching at his shirt, you can see how his fingernails kind of get a little bit longer and just slowly start ripping apart at his shirt, eventually just ripping it off entirely. You can see as his whole body is covered in black tendrils going from his elbow all the way through his back and his neck and shoulders. This is gonna be fun. I'm gonna enjoy this.
Goddamn?
The two of us will hold him here, get back to where we came from, and we'll meet you up later.
We're gonna have to be careful about this. You know that, right? As
We'll
I
figure
am
it
gonna
out.
try, I am gonna try to communicate with Abel, but I am gonna, like, again, just to let Abel know mentally that I am going to. Technicality, I'm gonna end up acting like a damn shield. And let Abel know that I am gonna try to protect them.
Radia is going to communicate to his heart and ask it in a similar way if it could please awaken right about now. Would be great.
You notice as he's kind of slowly becoming a lot more deranged, and Abel and Apollo are just refusing to come out.
I was intentionally not revealing that yet.
And
Oh well.
eventually, the tendrils on his back start to form like a face on his back, and something slowly starts emerging from it, slowly
Mm.
taking form behind him.
um, while you're doing all that, how's Eve feeling? Is Eve doing anything of
Eve
her
is
own?
actually
She's what?
Eve is not unlike the other two who are afraid, Eve isn't.
Oh, fuck.
Ira straightens up.
If you all look in NPCs, as the figure is now taking an actual form.
Eh.
E Apollo. I mean, not Apollo. Wrong character. Frickin'
Ira.
Ira is going to straighten up and try to stand on his own. And he is going to let Eve wash over him. Giving her free reign. Over his body if needed. If she's willing to respond. He promised her a meal.
Are any of you looking at the photos?
Yeah.
I'm looking.
Is Eve willing to come out and play?
Oh, Eve is more than willing to come out to play as she forms instantly.
May I describe how she forms?
Sure, go ahead.
As she comes out of Ira's back, as the size of a 12-year-old child, and she twists in the air. Her black body is like dripping ink as she lounges on across Ira's shoulders. Her silvery white eyes staring at the warden. You think you can take him, girl? I'm here with you. You're not alone. And
While silent, he's visibly very pissed.
at the warden or me?
The warden.
Tell me your plan, girl. He communicates telepath. He through their connection. He speaks to her. Just tell me what you want to do, and I am going to back you the best I can. And he holds his hand out to Coxie. Now you have the gun, please.
So you want me to be defenseless?
I want to make sure you survive,
Right.
even if I must die.
If you die, I swear to God.
But I'm guessing this is a grudge match 101.
Hold up. Creed.
Should I pull up Eve's sheet? For this, Ivan?
What?
Should I pull up Eve's sheet?
I don't think so.
Okay.
So, I don't know if anyone's looking at the photos.
Yeah,
we are.
I am. Photo.
I already saw the photo.
I haven't left the channel.
Aries! Fuck!
That's what he said. I didn't want to react to it.
Thought so.
Yeah, he has the fucking void heart, or should I say the one that is related to the god of war. Fuck.
He has one the. Yeah, he has one of the other ones. He doesn't have an actual void heart.
Yeah, I know, but again, that does mean though that both me, like our character, both me and Riley would end up having to be the ones to try to take out the guys. Well,
Because Ira, it seems like the only one unaffected by Ares is Eve at the
yeah.
moment. But we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, so, but I guess the plan is that
You guys get the fuck out of there. What in any way you can. I'm saying it here. Either A, what a few things can happen right now. Just my POV.
Here's now the fully formed. As it has wings.
Shit.
It is edgy anime bullshit in my crime story.
Welcome to D&D.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's cliche trope after cliche trope. That's all it is.
Just I'm assuming Eve. It's like I just imagine Eve as the Cheshire Cat levitating. What are you planning on doing, girl? Talk to me.
Let's see if you guys realize the level of it.
Yeah, a bit of. I already knew.
Adult. It's already an adult.
It's an adult.
No, yeah.
Yeah, it's an adult. So yeah, so
And it is a symbiotic. They're symbiotic.
yeah. That, you know what? That's actually. I'm just gonna want to talk to everybody about how we're gonna end up doing this.
Now, I can
Letting you
almost,
guys now decide what the hell how you're gonna handle this.
Because
I see it two ways. Ira and Eve fight and die. Everyone else potentially escapes or gets captured.
and
Or
no, don't say it like that, please.
Oh my God, right.
I'm not
No,
being
you're not.
it just unless it can become a standstill
Let
between them.
I'm going to cuss. I want to cuss, but somebody's recording right now.
What I'm
can
talking
can they please try to at least have some words in.
I was mainly insinuating a stare down.
I know, but you gotta not be negative when it comes on to saying that you're gonna end up dying. You're not gonna die.
I'm not being negative. I'm more worried about Eve than I am Ira, because Ira's promised to Eve.
Yeah, so the only thing I am gonna end up saying, because for one, this is gonna probably help, is that both me and Braylon will go at it with the guys. Plus, we're a bit quicker and a bit more mobile because we can be able to use the fucking environment. Is how I see it. We can be the ones that are taking out the guys, while both Coxie and Walden, they can both try to go at it with the door and see if they can find some sort of mechanism, but when it comes down to it,
There's also the option of leading him back the way we came towards that cave where magic is available.
yeah, but a thing is that you forget the door is slammed shut.
The way we came in is shut now.
The DM said
I
it!
forgot exactly where it was.
We
So
came through
it's
the
literally
doors.
So the course of action so far is Eve and Ira do a standoff. You, Aradia, and Vexu attack the lackeys.
Me and Arati went into being ones to attack the lackeys to the best of our ability, while you hold off the warden while Coxie and Walden will end up trying to be the ones to figure out how to open the door.
Does everyone who want in accord with this say aye?
That won't be such a bad idea to do so.
Okay.
Ivan, I sent you something again.
Plus, when it comes down to it, especially since I did end up, I am gonna send you the age now, Ivan. Just what I said in DMs. And this is what the age would end up being now. For Vexu.
Does everyone agree to Rune's plan?
Me and Walden try to open the fucking the gate. Well,
Yeah.
all of you.
As long as we're on the same page.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Let's.
I would.
DM. Go ahead, Rune.
I would end up saying, when it comes down to it, that would be the best option, is to have Walden be on guard to protect Coxie in case if any of the guys slip through. So he can be the one that's on guard, while Coxie would end up being the one that's doing the door, while me and Aradia would end up be the ones to do what we can to get the lackeys down, while you hold off the warden. But while we do that, if this works out, and if Abel will end up being able to cooperate, because I am trying to get Abel to understand that I'm more than willing to be the one to protect Abel, is that if the DM will allow it to me, remember the conversation that we had? I want to attempt to do that as a improvised weapon.
DM.
Sure.
It sounds like the party has made their decision as a collective whole.
Yeah, I'll let
And
Ivan
the
attack you one
decision
more.
is
We're gonna do something stupid.
which is
Well, we're gonna have a cockfight.
hopefully an actual fight.
Yeah, Ivan, I sent you one more thing.
I don't want it to go like this.
We have no choice. But when it comes down,
I wasn't going to bring Eve out at all. I was wondering how Eve was responding to the warden. I didn't expect her to actually materialize. I know she's pissed, but a fight's the last thing I want, especially in Ira's condition.
Nadia can help out against the warden.
no, I thought you were gonna end up helping you with the guys.
This I can handle himself for a small while. I'm not going to attack. I won't attack. Ira and Eve will not attack unless forced to.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind, then, please.
Alright, so Ivan, do I get a response before we start this?
They are refusing to come out. Period.
Still? Alright. Well, let's get this over with. Aradia draws the knife.
Alright.
Ira, are you sure you got this?
To answer you honestly, no. But if it means standing up for myself, then yes, I'll say whatever I need to. I'm done being pushed around.
About damn time. Well, let's get this one over with. Ready?
Okay.
Ready.
Roll initiative.
Yes, everyone, roll initiative.
All right.
I hate this, but I'm not going to actively attack.
Cool.
Go on.
24.
15 and round down and half it. Or do I need to roll again and take the lower number?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll roll and take the lower number. Oh, that's a 9. Okay. Here we go. Wizard incapable of using magic. Disadvantage on everything. Let's go, boys. I hate this.
I rolled the worst possible number.
You roll a nat 1
Yes.
plus.
4.
That's a
That's a
5.
5. Yes, a 5, but still a nat 1.
You know what? At least it wasn't a 1-1 overall.
Yes.
You could have terrible decks and had a true nat 1.
I have to roll mine on a die, plus it's a +7 on the initiative.
I'm saying this again. I don't like this,
Psst.
but it was the only idea offered.
Okay.
And I do repeat, Ivan, I repeat my previous statement before all this began. Do you?
Yeah.
Ira is so fucking out of it. It's not even funny.
So what's the order of
We
this?
did it.
What's
Okay,
everybody's initiative numbers?
I got
9.
a 24.
Might as well type it down on Discord.
So I rolled a 5. Weldon rolled a 18.
Should we just
See,
put notes?
Mira rolled a 9.
put it in notes just so we can be able to have it go down. 9, okay. Next person puts down the next number. 24, okay. Next person. 5, okay. Next person.
Yeah, I got a 18.
18.
Um,
Why is the dice gods want me to go fucking okay. Right, so 5 okay, 24 okay, 18. Okay. 27 X 18. Let me do this in order. X.
How wide is the hallway we're in right now?
Broad.
Quite.
Alright, good.
24. Or X. Broad. Wall. Walled in. I'm just gonna do wall. 18. Okay. And Coxie. Unfortunately, you're into being last. Era.
I
Nine.
have nothing.
And again, this
No,
is
no,
all
no, no.
about biding time. Cox. 5. Cox. That's the order. And unfortunately, it was a nat 20.
Okay. If everyone also has this playing in the background for them in campaign music.
Okay.
Nope. You. I don't like where this is going, but
So, want me to tell you what starting initiative here for this fight?
I can put it in order for you.
Yes, please do.
You're just gonna tell me. And dams.
So, uh, there you go, Run.
What did you send to Rune?
Okay.
I just tell you guys.
Here you go. They go first.
There you go. So starting off in this combat, Elmore's gonna walk forward towards the closest, which the first one inside was. Oh no. Hi, Coxie. You were the first one inside.
Huh? What do you mean the first one? I'm not.
He's gonna walk up, and he is going to throw a swing at you.
I want to dodge that fucking swing.
I'll let you roll a dex check at disadvantage.
At disadvantage?
Mm-hmm.
By the way.
18. Alright. You rolled an 18 to dodge. He rolled a total of a 31 to hit.
I got hit.
May
You swing yourself back, try to avoid, as you see he, instead of going to slash you, grabs onto your left arm, pulls you to then sock you right in the face with his fist.
And that's 31 damage.
No, it's not 31 damage, it's 31 to hit. However, you see as his arm kind of like sprouts tendrils before he punches you, as these tendrils form into tiny needles as they slam into you to pierce you. You're taking 10 points of piercing damage, plus 5 from his standard strength.
18 damage?
Yep.
I got 24.
Yeah, that's the reason why I end up saying that she's gonna be by the door.
He then proceeds to take out a knife from his pants and chuck it at Aradia.
Oh my lord.
Well, that's a nat 20. Damage is doubled.
That's a crit hit.
Yeah, do I get to roll the dodge like
You could try to dodge it. Oh, you might want to dodge it. You might really want to dodge it. How much health do you have?
42?
You might want to dodge it, which will be an advantage.
What?
Dodge
First.
right now. Oh well. The first one is a natural 20, but that's disadvantage, right?
Yes.
I shit you not, the second one's also a 20.
I don't think that's enough, bud.
You
So a
see,
total of 47.
you see the blade coming at you, and you manage to duck quick enough, and all of you feel the ground shake. As when Aradia, you turn around, you see the knife has blown a hole through the wall.
Wait, is it leading outside?
Yeah.
Well,
Just so you know, you just dodged 98 points of damage.
well, I get Well, I guess we already know where to fucking leave at now.
Ugh.
Nadia was also by the door, so...
And then he is dashing towards Aradia. And he's going to take a swing at you with his claw.
Fighters. Fucking fighters.
This is the reason why I want the fucking multi-class and a fighter.
Does a 30 hit you?
Oh! Oh! Oh!
I'm assuming no dodge this time.
No dodge. Take 27 points of slashing damage. How much health do you have?
15.
Okay. He is then going to kick a brick of rubble towards Roira. This is a projectile. Ooh, does a 19 hit you?
Eve is going to use her bonus, her reaction, to cast Shield Other on Ira.
Okay.
Giving him an armor class of 23.
Okay, you manage to. You see as Eve moves in and pushes the rock out of the way as it hits the ceiling and it hits the floor, putting a crater right where it is, as if a meteor just hit the ground. Next is Ares, who is dashing straight towards Zexu.
I did not be able to get to say it properly because my microphone cut off, but I did say I was going about to dodge as a ready action.
Alright. Since you're going to ready it, whenever
Dodge
the
just
attack
means all
comes in.
attacks have disadvantage. I also said Aradia ready in action, but whatever.
Ooh. They're activating a spell as they're moving. Magic missile.
Could I cast a spell?
At 9th level.
Oh no.
Okay.
And it is all targeting 2 people.
Fuck.
It is targeting Walden and Zexu.
Alright.
Can I do a crazy idea?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna end up trying to do the most stupidest shit. Plus, I'm not sure. Can I be able to cast something? Yes or no? Just answer yes or no.
Depending if the spell allows it to be used as a reaction, yeah.
Okay.
I think she was also talking about has the effects of non-magic been lifted for us.
That is up for you guys to find out.
Okay.
Because I was... this would end up being a reaction, though. Should I?
Explain to me how you want to use it.
I want... Since I did offer up... You already know what. As I am gonna end up communicating with Abel, plus, again, this is me trying to teach Abel to not be fucking afraid. This is me showing Abel that I'm willing to fucking protect Abel. As, he's gonna, he's gonna raise his hand up, but, again, this is a reaction. Not an action. I'm still gonna hold on to that dodge action, but I'm gonna try to attempt to cast Counterspell.
Oh.
I am gonna try to do it.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna let you counterspell on an Arcana check. The DC you need to beat is 17.
Arcana?
You're going to get Arcana. You're going to get the help action from Abel.
Yeah, again, this is me gonna be attempting to be symbiotic with Abel.
Oh yes, but you heard what I said, right? You're getting the help action.
Yep, so advantage. Alrighty, let's see. Oh my god! A nat 20 and a natural 19.
Nice. So, you see that he's about to cast this massive rush from magic.
Can I describe it?
Yep, go ahead.
As he goes about to cast magic missile, Vex's eyes would immediately change from the usual cyan blue to a bit more darker orange tone almost immediately. As he goes to raise his hand up, his hand, even though he's like 29, 28, if I remember correctly, he goes from the appearance of a 29-year-old man as he slowly starts to go mature a bit to around the age of 33. His hair goes a little bit longer as he waves his hand up, kind of as he's holding up a shield. He will direct it back towards him and counterspelled it.
Okay. You see as Ares seems to grow angry. At you doing this.
At me?
Yep.
Good! I have his fucking attention now! But I still have that ready action because I am going to be moving towards that opening. To dodge. So, yeah, he'll end up look towards Ares and be like, I can do this all day with you. You might as well try to not be pissed off and hide behind your little fucking master, shall we?
Okay. So, you're gonna dodge its attack now if its melee attack it's gonna do on you?
I will fucking dodge it. It is a ready action, and I do have a bonus action.
Well then, you prepare to dodge as he goes to swing.
Mm-hmm.
And you see as its hands become a blade and as it slashes at you.
Do I need to roll?
No, you feel your body lunge itself backwards as if something just moved you on your own. As you notice two hands that gripped your shoulder and moved you backwards as it's able moving you.
There we go. This is first step. That's for sure. First step. You gotta not be a coward, Abel.
Ares takes a third swing at you. And
Okay.
the fourth. Both missing as I rolled a 1 and a 4.
Good! Good!
It then takes its last action to... Oh boy. You see Ares kind of let out a howl. For most of you, it doesn't really affect much, but you see the guards kind of grip their throats as if they're choking and then fall to the ground. And then slowly their skin melts away and their clothing evaporates as eventually their skeletons slowly stand and ready to fight.
Ah, shit!
The first skeleton takes 10 steps forward, and each of them follows suit, closing in the gap. 8 skeletons in total, all moving together. As that is the end of their turn, and it is now the turn of Eve, who is acting on her own.
I have her sheet. You want me to do this?
No. There's
Okay.
something special that's going to be happening. Eve seems to let out its own howl. Everyone is going to gain 20 points of HP.
Temp?
Everybody is gaining health.
Temp, though.
She was asking if it's 10.
And then she dives forward, targeting Ares. And she's throwing a fist. The fist connects. Her fist almost takes a form of a morning star as it clashes into Ares' face. You see as like he cracks like glass and like shards fly out. And she swings again, this time nailing him on the side. But Ares doesn't seem to be yelling in any type of pain. Only just getting angrier. Eventually, the first legendary action is taken by Ares.
Oh no.
He is activating his March of the Dead. 4 other ghost-like apparitions come out of the walls and move as the 8 skeletons move. Each of them slowly surrounding the group. Eventually, one of these ghostly warriors is next to Aradia and swings with a knife. I am pretty sure a 7 doesn't hit.
No.
You are now in melee combat with a ghost.
And the other guy. That's great.
Oh, wait. Oh, God. Aradia, Zexu, Walden, and Royura, roll me a DC Dexterity saving throw.
A dex save. Okay, it's a +7.
25.
27.
18.
You do disadvantage.
Right. You need to do it
I'm
at
not bad at
disadvantage.
misclicked.
What?
No,
Yeah,
that's what.
Advantage.
Well, then did not do the
Ah.
disadvantage.
No,
Yeah, that was.
my bad, my bad.
I did roll that disadvantage.
Oh, you did? Oh,
That
wow,
was an
okay.
accident, alright.
Okay.
So,
It doesn't want to cooperate with me, Christ. There we go. Oh, that's rough.
ooh. Uh, right. Take 7 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
Walden, take 14. Aradia and Zexu also take 7.
Is there any other effects to this?
The terrain has now become difficult terrain until the start of Ares' next turn.
Hey, hang on.
Does Eve have her own legendary actions?
She does. Eve is going to now attempt to land a final strike on Ares again. Missing. And that would be Eve's turn. Now moving on to Zexu's turn.
Yeah, boy. Okay. What do I see from the opening that got blasted open?
It leads straight outside.
Okay. I'm gonna look towards Coxie and Walton. And I'm gonna end up like yelling at Coxie and Makote and be like, I suggest you get your ass moving towards the goddamn opening. Please.
You don't have to tell me twice.
And
Come on, your farm boys, go.
Following your lead.
Yeah, I
Just
don't
Walden
have
didn't focus
weapons,
on
so quit again. Is Abel helping me with the weapons part?
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm gonna flavor this as both the hands kind of just slowly curl around his arms, and as it gets to his fingertips, it just slowly darkens and just kind of elongated a bit into sharp-looking fucking claws. Again, this is just me flavoring it because I am a psionic broke. So that's just me flavoring it, but the claws are essentially the daggers. So, how far is Ares?
Like 5 feet.
Well, since he was getting pissed at me first, I might as well give him a little funny stab. And in technicality, is this an advantage? Since Eve is right in front of him, or no?
Technically, yeah.
Okay, because I'm gonna... I'm hoping to God... Plus, it is two-handed, so it is an offhand action as well, if I end up getting the first hit in. Okay, vintage. 17 plus 10.
27.
27. Does that hit?
It does.
Okay, I'm gonna roll the damage. Which is 1d4 plus 5. That's a 4 on the die, plus... That was a pierce... Yeah, 4 plus 5.
5. 4 plus 5.
Fuck off.
Play.
4 plus 5. 9. Piercing.
Takes a stab and then just gives you a death glare.
Oh, fuck you, bitch. And since this is offhand, that falls along with it. And I would end up saying this as well, since he did take the first hit. He is pretty much moving gracefully with each hit that he gives. That's a nat 20 and a 10.
And that 20 hits.
So that's pretty much a 30. That hit. And if... And you say it's doubled, correct? For crits? Okay. Where the fuck did I put the other die? Here. So, 2 plus 4s. That's a... Okay, I'm being fucking lucky today. That's 2 4s. Plus 5s. 5. That's like 18, but since it's double, wouldn't that be like... Wouldn't that be it? It's been a while. Yeah, 18.
It hits.
Okay, and I'm gonna do a bonus action. And I'm gonna do my bonus action attack, which is gonna be Dex. S 17 plus 8. 25.
Hits.
Okay. 1d4 plus 5. That's a 3. 3 plus 5, 8. for that last hit. And I believe I have nothing else. So that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Moving to the next one.
Alright. Gonna attempt to communicate with Apollo, sending you the message.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to work.
Son of a. Alright. How many people are within 5 feet of me?
Right now, it's a ghost and the warden.
Alright, I'm going to dagger in one hand, chisel in the other.
Bareback.
Take the attack up and swing with the warden at the warden with the dagger. That is a 24 to hit.
On the warden?
Yeah.
Hits.
Damage.
How much?
8.
8.
And then the dagger has the nick property, so with the chisel in my other hand, I'm going to swing at the ghost.
Okay.
That is a dirty 20 to hit.
You hit.
7 damage.
Alright.
I am going to move through the hole. I have the mobile feat, and I attack both things within 5 feet, so I do not provoke opportunity attack.
Alright.
And outside of the hole, amidst all the rubble, the rocky things, I'm going to take cunning action hide.
Okay.
That is a... Jesus. 28 for stealth.
Okay.
And that's everything.
Alright. Moving on to the next person.
That would be me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Thinking.
Yes.
Alright. Making sure. Alright. Situation's looking grim, and I got a kitchen knife.
Yeah, they got you.
Well, that's seemingly a good plan. Alright. So
We're probably leaving them behind while we escape.
oh yes, gosh, that's true. I am on the run with
With me.
yeah. Okay, so I'm not even close to them. I'm darting it to the door, yeah, to figure out how to get the fuck out.
There's the open way that got blasted open, you know.
Oh, that's true. That's so true. The big ass hole. So yeah, we're running towards that, and
Second, I just got back,
I
so
assume, yeah, I assume the plan is to just continue running that direction and seeing what is through that opening.
And open is it's a reward, but like we don't know that because all the DMs was it opened the outside.
It opened to the outside, and that is the best bet. So that's where we are going.
I hope they don't die on us.
Is Walden like carrying Coxie or something?
Look, I'm perfectly fine.
if you're pregnant, I can assume.
I haven't even gone to the first trimester. Shut the fuck up. I haven't even gone to where it shows so much. So by technicality, I can still run.
Right.
I'd recommend taking either dodge or disengage as an action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, do we know that we're running towards?
What?
What?
Since me and Walden run to what you described to part of the outside.
Oh, you guys are running that way?
Yeah,
Yep.
because that's why Vexu told us to run towards that direction.
Okay.
Hmm.
So you're running towards the hole.
Yep.
Right.
Can I use my magic in there, or is it still part of the prison still?
Just a part of the prison.
Fuck. So basically, no, I cannot use my magic.
You can use your magic.
Okay, so by that we just in the reward again. Because you just explain to Vexu about like, hey, this you may open it for them. It's part of the outside. What do we do, Walden? What do we do? We just left them behind.
Well, we were told to run, weren't we? This is we're just following.
Yes, but then, yes, but like they're acting like fucking like heroes, protecting everybody. Well, they should be just thinking about what resources they can use with all of us, not just themselves.
Look, I know this line of thinking. I completely get it. But if we were told to go, I believe it's part of that plan. I'm choosing to trust them.
I just hope they don't die.
That's all we can hope for, really.
As you two run, you're going to notice a certain aura kind of waving you guys over.
Oh wait, I had to do this thing where I become flustered when I see Elra. Thanks, DM.
As it is Ryuji. Somehow be out of his cell, waving you guys over towards the yard.
I guess we don't have no other choice and follow him.
Yeah, it's probably the best. So running. Exactly. Though, for the benefit of the both of us, let me see if I could, what's it? Run next to Foxy and cover their eyes to make sure they don't get too flustered by the aura. Just like I know, that's the thing, yeah. It's like I gotta cover to make sure they don't see him, so we can proceed as normal. Or is that something else?
Yeah,
Also
it's
know
a
thing.
dire situation that I don't need to get flustered. Which I wonder why you put me into that state.
Just like guide them. It's like, all right, look, I'll stand next to you, run together, cover your eyes, keep composure.
Or behind you. How about that?
Oh yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Since you're bigger than me.
Yeah, that's true. All right, good plan. Yeah, we keep that formation, I guess, where you're behind me while we're running, so you don't see.
Oh my god! So we proceed to get to reach Ryuji.
If you look at all of you seeing the chaos is happening, he's like, I just called in the copters. If we're getting out, now is the time.
Yeah, but what about the Fantasia?
He has it on him.
Oh, for God's sake! So we didn't have to fucking get it.
He try to take it out of him.
I think that's an option right now.
Well, we're not gonna fucking do anything to the man who is just fucking some sort of big boss in this fucking prison. And if we try to get the other Fantasia in, if I remember correctly, in the warden's office, that's another thing for us to do before we get to the helicopter.
We don't got time now. You either get the Fantasia from his fucking pockets, or you don't get it at all, but we gotta go.
Let me just check.
You notice how Bavor's kind of like with him, just like keeping an eye out for wherever the helicopter is. Just like looking, trying to see if it is on its way.
And you point at Bavor.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck did you went?
Where the hell have y'all been? I was here. You guys just poofed it. Where the hell you all go?
No. You poof before me poof.
You poof, me poof, we all poof. But where the fuck y'all poof to? I was still in the prison. I'll make you poof another time, but now I just don't understand where the hell y'all went.
That was me smacking the tail because of fucking what you said. So, do we have enough time for to get the Fantasia, or do we not have enough time?
Here's your chance, and you got time. If he dives you could try to take it from his pocket. Outside of that, no other option.
Can I stealthily do sleight of hand to get it?
You could try.
So I would like to do stealth and then sleight of hand for the fucking individual who has a Fantasia.
Which is the warden.
Yeah. Yes.
Currently in combat.
Dang. Oh no! Fucking. You know what? Fuck. No. You know what I said.
And it's still Walt. Technically, Walt is right now.
Leave it to Adadia. He's already sneaking and can get in and get out without provoking an attack of opportunity.
So whose turn is it right now?
That would be still my turn, and man, Walden was thinking about the timeline, and he just replied, "Look, the amount of time that we have is stretched very, very thin to the point where I don't believe we can pull it off in the time it takes us to run over, grab it, and run back. The urgency sounds like if we need to go, we need to go ASAP.
You know what? I'm not gonna argue with you. You're right. I'm just over the place right now.
And that.
So we need to find the location of where they're gonna land the helicopters, which is, I'm presuming, is the rooftop.
The rooftop's too like Ryuji chimes in. The rooftop's too dangerous. Storm's coming in, and it's not gonna survive if it goes to the roof. It needs to land here in the courtyard.
Comes to us, yeah?
Alright, so so at this moment, with our option, we need to make sure that the courtyard it is clear for the helicopter to land without any problems of other people joining in. Am I correct?
Yeah. If there's anyone you want to get out of this hellhole, now's the time to tell them.
Well, the people who are not going against the fucking government.
Anyone else from the cell blocks? Any at all?
Who else is we gonna try to get people out? Other than Vexu, Aradia, Roira.
I'm assuming some other people
I'm
we've
back.
struck in deals with.
Well,
perhaps?
technically, we haven't made any deals with them. You, Ariana, have made.
Yeah. That was me. True.
Making bakery.
What time is?
So I don't know what other people that we know of that we want to get outside, other than you, Walden, who made a deal with the other people from the other species.
That's true. That's true. I should probably get this guy. It was helpful. All right. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And then Walden, while they were deliberating, starts walking toward the cell blocks to get I think it was Danny, was it? The Viera he contacted with
Yeah.
during that, yeah. Like the one person he was friendly with during that bit.
Right.
Probably
You go to
first thought.
find Danny. You see him in a cell just there, hearing all that commotion. Just like when you come around, he just like sticks up from the cell. What the hell going on?
Alright, so there's a lot of explaining to do, but right now the most important thing is that they're going to land, some buddies of mine are going to land a helicopter right outside and get us the hell out. Now you were cool with me, so I thought to come get you. So, follow me. For the love of God.
He doesn't even think twice about it, just runs with you.
Good. Yeah, so we both just dart back to where everyone, not everyone else was, but to where the helicopter would be.
Yeah. And I would pretty much be safe to say that would be your turn.
Yes, that would end my turn. And for now, I gotta get up because I've been called for the last like half hour, but I didn't want to miss my turn.
Fair.
So I'll be right back.
Alright. Go ahead. Ira, it would be Ira's turn.
Ira is going to use his bonus action to pull Eve back to his side.
Okay.
And he's going to dart for the door.
Did I miss my turn?
No.
No, it's my turn. It's my first turn.
What else?
He's going as he makes it to the courtyard. He is going to shout for his roommate to join him.
You do that, and he just comes sprinting out to come find you.
And I want to use a bonus action. I mean, hold an action. You know what? Have I used my main action?
No, you have not. You've just used bonus action so far.
I am going to channel through Eve, the ninth, using her mechanic of the 9th level spell.
Yeah.
I am going to Wall of Force Ares in a bubble. Well,
Alright.
I'm going to be the one holding concentration on it as I run.
Alrighty. You notice as when you do this bubble on Ares, the warden kind of like stumbles a bit, like off the floor before getting up again, and like stretching.
Yeah, Bitesy Daisies. I make my way to Ruji. With Eve doing her Cheshire Cat thing on my shoulders.
I guess both me and Roddy will be ones that are staying behind.
Remember, Ira said he didn't want to fight.
Well, we have a thing we need to steal, so one of us has to take it. It should probably be Aradia since he stealth last turn and he was hidden.
Well, speaking of, now it's Coxie's turn.
What do you mean, my turn?
It's your turn.
Okay.
Let me put it in a different.
Alright. Can I observe the courtyard to see if there's any like danger or something?
You look around in the courtyard and there's nothing, just Ryuji, Favor, now Danny and Ryuji's son are there as well.
I mean, technically Aradia's there, but you can't see him.
Wait, weren't you down there?
I left through the hole and went stealth.
Okay, so am I the only one that's staying behind?
You and Aurelia.
I made it out of there.
Oh, you made it out of there? Oh, fuck.
I grabbed Eve, put Ares in a wall of force, and ran the fuck out.
Well, I guess I'm gonna
hole
be
was-
soloing this shit then.
Hey,
No, the
at
hole
least
was right behind
Ares,
Aradia.
at least
on.
Ares right now can't do anything.
And the hole
Yeah.
was basically right behind Aradia since it was made attacking him. He's gonna be using hit and run tactics. So you're not alone. You just can't see him right now.
Oh,
Brother, pick a side. Are you out with us or are you with Bexu?
Aradia is basically right outside the hole, which again,
then you would end up being with them then, technically. So you're not gonna be able to do a hit and run. You're gonna essentially be out of the battle. It's
I
gonna
have
end up being
throwing
me.
weapons.
Tacticality, it is literally you for trading. So you
I mean,
can't
technically,
really.
you're out of initiative now.
Yeah,
Sort of speaking.
yeah.
Nope,
At least you're out of combat. Not technically out of initiative, but out of combat.
you're not out of combat.
Yes, out of combat.
I've been
you
saying that he's
hear me.
there. We're not all out of combat, but you're out of the fight. So it's still initiative. You're still in combat. It's just you're gonna end up being fired at.
Ivan's trying to say something.
No, she said what I was trying to say.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, you're still in initiative, you're still in combat, it's just you will be getting fired at. So tacticality, I am staying behind to finish off the job. So let's move on. So anyway.
Yuki, is that all you wanted to just ensure that place is secure?
Well, I don't know what else other people that we're trying to bring in other than the deal that I didn't technically like taken. But at the same time, it's like it's a sworn enemy to Bamor. So I don't know how useful that will be towards the once we broken out. Trust no one, and then just at some point stab you in the back. So I don't know about her.
But for now, you're just staying out there?
Well, yeah, I'm staying out there, legit, but still behind fucking Weldon because I don't want to look at Ryuji.
Fair.
Thanks, DM. So there's legit nothing else for me to do other than just waiting for the helicopter.
Alright. So,
I got a clutch, so that's the only thing I'll say.
you go back to the top of the round. The ghosts vanish, and the skeletons move 10 feet closer. Warden is seeing people running outside and is going to attempt to dash outside.
Can I try to grab him?
Go ahead, go try to grapple. It's a strength check.
Strength.
Strength check contested because he's trying not to let you hold on to him.
Yeah, well, again, I'm not gonna let him leave. I'm gonna be fucking getting him pinned here right then and now.
That's
Kinky.
what she said.
Okay, strength.
Check.
Strength check. Okay, it's +1. Let's see. A dirty 20.
Nice. You manage to hold him and he just kind of stays there. For this round, he is pinned and cannot move.
Good. Because I am going to keep him here with me. And I'm going to fucking clutch this for you all guys.
Again?
Okay, so, whose turn is it?
Technically, it'd be Aries'.
It is now Ares, who is going to attempt to rip you off of Elmore.
What role would that be?
Wait.
Trap the wall of force.
Yeah.
There's a reason why he's able to do this.
Okay.
What role would that be?
You're going to do a strength check contesting.
Okay, so another strength check. Here we go. Oh, I have to look up the gods on my side. Not 20.
You manage to resist being pulled as you notice that another legendary action has been taken, as Ares has formed a second copy of himself next to you, and he's trying to pull you off of Elmore.
Yep, this is gonna be a very long, clutchy round right now. Okay, anything else?
So far, that's about it. Nothing has been able to happen.
Is it like Eve's turn?
Yeah, it's Eve's turn.
Mm-hmm. It is Eve's turn. And you can tell that Eve is desperately trying to help. And eventually, as you guys see, Eve kind of like lets out a shriek, and you notice how Ares and Elmore like cover their ears. Clearly, she did something that made them like recoil and like pain. But you can tell it's still not over. As they're desperately trying not to let any of you go.
Ira's gonna turn to her. Do you really think you can finish him?
You can clearly tell it thinks about your question. And it doesn't give you an answer.
I made you a promise, Eve, that you wouldn't be used anymore.
You say that, but it doesn't seem to be giving. It seems like it's hell bent on it.
If you stand by me through this, willingly, he will offer his hand to her. Then I will go back and fight with you. Together. He's just waiting on her reaction, if she takes his hand or not.
He doesn't, but is still fighting.
Ira was offering any way he could for her, but she's staying next to him.
Mm-hmm.
You really hate me, don't you, girl? Okay, that's enough roleplay. Damn it, Eve, I'm trying to help you here. Because I was actually going to cast Wish on my last turn. Using her. I was going to wish for them to bond. So that they could potentially go tit for tat with the Warden and Ares together. But he doesn't want to force it upon her.
Okay.
He wants it to be her choice. And he's constantly reassuring her. But if she would have taken his hand, he would have followed her. But since she didn't, they're not going back.
Okay. You could tell that she's doing it for a completely odd reason. You could feel it.
Is she able to actually telepathically communicate with him?
You don't know.
He's gonna try to reach into her mind then. It's just together. It's just so they can talk. Please open up. Just please talk to me. I know how you were used and abused. You remind me of someone I used to know named Evelyn, or Eveline. No, it was Eveline. Great person. One person at the club who was like a sister to me. Just the greatest Viera I've ever met. Please don't shut me out, Eve. I'm here for you. And you've protected me all this time. I want to give back. That's all he says. His hand's still raised for her to take his. Decision's hers.
You could tell that there's a bit of thought there. There's clearly something that would likely make them agree.
So she wants to go back in with Ira.
Mm-hmm.
Then Ira, will use her movement speed, and Ira will follow every step of the way behind her.
Okay.
Gun in hand. I think that's your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
A legendary action is going to be used by Eve here.
Okay.
in this exact moment, Ride,
Yes.
you're gonna notice how she seems to immediately go inside you.
Okay. You said immediately go inside Ira?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And not just that, but also a odd thing happens. You feel in a way calmer. And also something telling you to fucking leave.
Oh, so she's telling me to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Then I will obey. Ira will fucking obey. This is what she wants. He will obey. But she is there with him. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then he will go back down to Ryuji.
Well, I hope to God that my luck stays with me.
You know what, Rue? I was trying to come back to you. I really was.
It's all good.
But
Again, I'm clutching this for you guys. It's just, I just need to keep praying towards all the gods right now.
You could also just leave.
I know. I'm gonna fucking kill this guy.
Rune, it's obvious my wall, Eve's wall of force. Okay, technically it's my wall of force, not Eve's wall of force, since I kind of familiared it through her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my wall of force. Okay, our wall of force is not doing a goddamn thing.
I know, but again, I'm very much risking it too. I'm getting an inking feeling if we leave this guy alive, we're not gonna be able to leave the place.
That is a good point.
Hence the reason why you gotta let me do this.
Fine, because I do have notes about this, actually. Am I allowed to share, Ivan?
Yeah.
Warden must be killed before the helicopter touches down, or it'll be shot down by the constructs.
I remember. Again, let me do this. Just put your goddamn faith into me.
Give faith.
Alrighty, so, Ivan, whose turn is it?
It should be whoever is after.
It is my turn.
Yep.
Okay, well. I'm gonna stab the shit out of this man.
So the Shanky.
Yep, and again, I'm not gonna hold back. He wants a fight, he asks for it. Okay. Alrighty. A nat 20.
Okay, your dice.
Lucky dice.
Are you sure they're not weighted?
They're not weighted. I'm being honest, they're not weighted.
I mean, I wish D&D Beyond loved me, but
But-
not in this one.
Yeah, but I'm using my hard die. They're plastic.
Well, I'm gonna be gone for a few minutes. Catch me up. I have a baby to change.
Alrighty.
Okay, so
Right,
now
right.
20, 2d4s. Three plus 2 minus 5s. Three plus 10 piercing.
Go on.
I'm gonna roll again to do another stab. Second, this is offhand. A 19 plus 7. So 27. 24. 2 plus 3. No, 2 plus 3. 2 plus 5. 7. Piercing damage.
Good job.
I'm gonna do my bonus action with my dex attack. Another natural 19.
Nice.
26. I'm gonna roll that damage. Since it's still the same die of 1d4. A natural 4. Alrighty. 4 plus 5. 9 piercing damage.
Nice.
How is he looking right now?
He's hurt.
Okay, well, I'm gonna end up saying something to him since he is Makote, I'm gonna say it in Makote.
Okay.
As, Vexu is gonna, like, bring him a little bit more closer right after the last stab into his chest. I suggest you focus on me instead of them, you motherfucker. And that ends my turn.
Alright. Who's next?
How far away is everything going on? Through the hole.
You're quite close, actually.
That's what I thought. I'm stealth, so is Elmer still grappled?
Yeah.
Aradia's gonna use Mage Hand Legerdemain, so it's invisible, and attempt to pickpocket the Fantasia off of him.
Okay.
Sleight of hand at advantage himself.
Sleight of hand with advantage.
$19 plus hold on, let me find it. 28.
You succeed. You manage to slip your hand in and snag the the Fantasia bottle that is in his pants.
Do I have anything I can do as a bonus action? I'm still stealth, right?
Uh-huh.
I guess cunning action dodge that. Make it even less likely I'll be hit. And oh, now that magic can be used on Adi, you can do things with this familiar.
Mhm.
He's gonna have it take a note to his cellmate that essentially says, "We have a way out of here. Be in the courtyard. You owe me a favor later."
He heads out instantly to go there.
And it's everything.
Yeah?
Actually, Adadia is also going to attempt to call out Apollo one more time. I don't care if you don't want to come out, but can you at least guide me or help me in some way? It doesn't have to be direct.
My heart's racing.
Your heart is racing
Yeah.
because you're in a fight by yourself.
Oh yeah, but at the same time, I need to fucking clutch my fucking shit up.
Yeah, clutch some dice. Clutch some dice.
Oh, I hope I get inspiration for this shit.
How's it going? I'm back.
Well, Adadia's familiar means in this now, so I can do things like help action or shocking grasp through it.
What have I missed?
I still have the guy pinned, but I did stab him. He is hurt. But I am gonna keep him there. Aradias has his familiar out. He did get his cellmate to come meet with them in the courtyard.
Oh, yeah, it's Kiara's boss's son, and he now owes Aradia a huge favor.
Wait, he's...
If I recall correctly.
Lady Shuzu's son?
If I'm recalling that correctly.
Ira is her adopted son, and Ryuji's son is Ira's cellmate.
Yeah, just
All you did to your cellmate was stare at him. Remember?
pretty much. Well, Nadia also recognized who he was.
He's the son of Lady Shu of the Viera gang, then?
If I'm remembering correctly.
Nothing was mentioned like that out loud.
Out loud, yeah.
Okay.
See if I can find where I saw it.
It would have been your DMs.
Yeah. Or verbal at some points, just between the two of us. But yeah, no, I remember that.
Will that mean Euro would recognize him?
I don't think Ivan's here right now.
Oh, did Ivan go on pause?
Yeah, seems like it.
I mean, if
Does
he is the Vieira Gate leader's son, Ira's her adopted son.
Oh boy.
It only happened because we couldn't find Ira's backstory.
Oh.
Because it went poof. Don't know where it went. You scrolling up through all your messages?
It's in my notes.
So is it official? Who's
As
son?
far as I remember, yes.
Because I know it wasn't out loud because...
You'd have it in your notes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no, I found the DM. Yeah, it's official.
It's official that he is Lady Shizu's son?
Yep.
So Ira's brother.
Technically, yes. And don't worry, Arani will make him pay it back in full.
Technically, he really doesn't owe you anything.
The note specifically said, hey, we have a way out of here. You owe me a favor for this.
You're more than likely to fall onto Ira to pay it back. Or Ira would have to deal with you. I mean, technically, Ira did feed you plenty of times.
Like he came and helped out at the fucking warehouse instead of abandoning you.
It had nothing to do with it. The favors didn't start happening until after. You were there to cause chaos, nothing more. And you know it.
In character reason, what other than reason would Arani have to help out other than, hey, he gave me food, I should at least pay this back?
Oh, he didn't give you food until after all that.
No, it was before. In the bar.
Hmm.
You paid for his meal in the bar, so he helped you out in return. Remember? I have those details
No.
written down.
It's in the notes. It's in the notes. But Ira also bought you food like 4 more times. Plus, he got us a place. He got you guys a place to stay.
That was in return for that one job or another.
It was because of the favorite Ira had with his best friend and his mother.
True.
Ira still put his ass on and neck on the line.
Fair, but he's specifically gonna get it back from his cellmate.
Do you know your cellmate's name?
Yes, I'm just not saying it.
Could you
You're
DM
not-
it?
So remember,
Later.
Okay.
We're just waiting if he comes back.
All right. Okay.
Yep.
Did you hear the part about Aradia attempting to call out to Apollo one more time?
Yes. The response isn't any different.
At least, yeah.
Just put your faith into me, guys. Just put your trust into it. I got this. I got this.
Still gonna help out their familiar. No reason not to, I've got it. Anyways,
Is so. Whose turn were we in?
It was
just
Aradia's turn, so it's Walden. It's Walden's turn.
Currently. Alright. Wait, what happened while I was gone? I didn't just get back, I know.
Aradia used Mage Hand to pickpocket the Fantasia.
Okay.
When you end up ordering it to bring it back to you,
I know it's fucking Mage Hand. Oh well. Anyways.
Right, okay. That's good. But, yeah, we're still hanging out, waiting for the choppers, aren't we? And the,
yeah, and
Yes.
I'm sitting over here clutching. I so hope to God we get a goddamn level up for this shit, and I'm the one that's clutching my butt cheeks off.
do you want one of us to go down there?
No,
Then stop complaining.
no, more like I'm praying.
alright. Well, after quite a bit of sitting around, what will Walden do in this scenario? Trying to think what there is to do, because everyone else is fine. I don't know if he wants to go back, over there. Turning a waiting game over here.
Keep an eye on things for now. V has got it, and Aradia is helping out through his familiar now.
At this point, like, who wants healing? Because since I could use my fucking magic right now.
I'm at a little over half, so I should be fine for now.
Good.
You have it's a little bit of half.
I have 28 out of 42, so yeah, a little bit over half.
Okay.
So just heal whoever has the lowest health right now.
Yeah.
And who would that be?
I think it's just you, Radia. But I don't remember if Walden got hit.
No, I counterspelled.
Oh.
Okay, so it is just me and you.
It's just
No,
both
I
of you.
Oh,
I got
alright.
healed.
Okay, just yeah, I guess kill me then. No reason not to.
Yeah, it's just you. But
It's
again,
just you.
I've been
There was a
clutching.
moment when everybody got fucking like 20 HP back.
Ah, yeah. Forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I only have 2 more spells I can use
And you're saving it.
with Eve
You're saving
before
it.
before the wild magic happens.
You're saving it. It's not
You're
worth it.
saving it. You're not the only casters here.
Yeah, I can do it too.
And plus, Eve is the only thing I have to cast with while we're on this godforsaken island. And oh yeah, you can use your magic now, can't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't still because of mana sickness.
Yeah,
Unlike,
you can still use my mana second, so you just don't use anything for now.
I have gun.
Gun.
Yeah, I've got give me them back.
Okay, so I cast gun at cantrip level.
Okay, so cure wounds. You gain 15 health back.
Whose turn is it?
It's my turn. But
There's one
I
spell
don't know what
slot.
to do.
Do you find it funny that Eve was the only one of the hearts that wasn't scared of Ares upright? She was pissed off at him.
Again, it comes down to Eve. She has the motherly touch.
And again, you notice that Eve is protecting Ira once more.
Yeah. We all know
Everything
that.
she's done. Okay.
Yeah, it is Walden's turn. Unless, Walden, are you gonna end up trying to do anything, or just wait?
Yeah, I don't know if there's any actions I could take during this because I think it's been well established they don't want to go back down.
is cheering Vexu on a valid way to give the health action?
We all give infinite advantages.
That'd be nice.
Well, I am technically the oldest now because I just sacrificed my goddamn age.
Oh, it's the ghosts?
No, okay. I'm just gonna share this to you right now. I've sacrificed my vitality, aka my age. So essentially, I've aged a bit older to around 33.
Okay, what for?
I was 29.
Okay, what for?
As a substitute, as the counterspell.
Ira didn't have to do anything like that with Eve. It's, Evan didn't mention Ira had to do something with that with Eve. Or was it just your own personal flavor?
My own personal flavor.
Okay.
So, Ivan's going again.
We'll shut up.
Yeah, I think Walden just passes and kind of just waits. That's the only thing I can think of him doing.
Well, then you'll be Eros. Unless Ivan's gonna end up saying something.
For Ira's turn, Ira is going to bring his bitch ass closer to you guys, shouting, "Eve says leave now." And whenever she says something, it's just best to listen. She hasn't got me killed once yet.
You guys are gonna end up saying something? Again, I do need some support in some way.
Turns back around.
There was a port.
Turns back around and shouts out, "Vexu, give him hell, girlfriend."
I'm a god.
Vexu don't die.
I'm a god.
He doesn't He doesn't know that actually. He wasn't looking at your junk in the shower. You looked pretty feminine.
Oh.
Remember?
Yeah, true.
So.
I'm just gonna end up saying, well, Vexu will remember this.
And by description, you were moaning like a bitch.
Just let's move on.
We have nothing else to talk about.
I know. I'm just saying move on.
But,
if anybody wants to have their next turn.
Just Iris turns over as he's yelling, telling us to get the fuck moving. So that takes it down to Coxie.
So the only person who come there is Vexu fighting with a ward.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ira would have been there and we didn't tell
And
him.
how much time do we have left until the choppers gets here? Because Ryuji, I'm not gonna look at his way because I don't want to get flustered.
How about this? Ira just blindfolds you by ripping his jumpsuit sleeve and tying it around your eye. Will that help?
I was already behind Walden. But I guess
the man's fucking okay. Ryuji's fucking huge. You can see him from behind Walden. Remember?
I'm literally back to back with Walden.
Just turned away.
I just turned away. That's basically it.
So are you officially the back player?
Okay. It's the end of your turn, right?
Yeah, it's.
It would be Coxie's turn then.
So, did Walden finish his turn?
He did.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
It should
Era did his turn. It's pretty much Coxie's.
Okay. Right, what did you do?
I literally listened to Eve, like always.
And just ran out?
Warning people, we need to get moving now.
Alright.
Again, I am willing to fucking go all day with this fucker. I'm gonna clutch it for you guys.
At this point, because
I then do remember I have 2 spells left on Eve before the wild magic happens.
Yeah, I have a question about that. Is it any spell up to 9th level, or any spell you can learn up to 9th level?
Any spell you know for 9th level.
I need to ask. Does after the fourth spell in the wild magic happens, does it reset 1, 2, 3, 4 again, or is it every spell wild magic after that? You know what? That's a fuck around and find out mechanic. Oxy, it's all you, hon.
Then what else what else we can do? We're just waiting and waiting for a helicopter, which again we usually doesn't say how many minutes we gonna wait for it, and then now we just basically just guarding the courtyard just to make sure that nobody gets to the courtyard.
Don't worry,
So-
guys. Don't worry, guys. I got this. I got it. Plus, I have a spell in mind.
So, what more can we do? Is just sitting here waiting around.
The only thing you can do is just wait for the helicopter and just let me do this.
Can we see the wall from where we're at? It's an honest question.
Yeah, that would be a good question if we can see the water from where we're standing or not.
It is your turn, so you go ahead and ask.
So can I see the water where I'm standing, Ivan?
Well,
Can I see the water?
They're asking if they see the warden.
Yeah.
So
Again,
I can see
Vexu.
Vexu and warden.
Yeah, you can see both of them while Vexu is going at it. With the fact that you do see that his hands are just covered in this shadowy mist from his fingers.
I wonder.
Want gun?
No, I'm. How far away is the warden? Ivan.
Yep.
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 You're just not gonna give how far away he is, aren't you?
You just left. You should understand that he. Okay. It was like around like what 50 feet.
50.
Yeah, you're not that far.
Even try to spell him.
I'm thinking this is our character to do a whole person spell.
It'll probably fail if I'm being honest.
Yeah, no, that's why I was like, I don't even fucking know.
Don't worry about it for now.
Yeah, don't worry.
It just want to be fucking useful.
I know, but again, you gotta just
let's move on. Past
Yeah.
now. So
I guess that's in your turn.
Yeah, apparently.
Okay, back up to the top of the round.
So, starting off with the fact that my man can't do anything because he's being held, and so we have to go to
Strength. Contestant.
Ares instantly. No,
Yeah, yeah, sure.
we're going to Ares instantly. Who's going to Misty Step right into Vexu's melee range, meaning he's 5 feet away from you now.
Okay. Again, I can dodge.
And the original self breaks out of the sphere that he's being held from. Yes, breaks out. And Misty Step now being 5 feet away from Kage.
Oh, fuck.
Misty Step only has a range of 30. Oh, whatever.
What? What did you just say? That he's now 5 feet.
Yep.
In front of me.
Yep. Starting with the copy.
I will remember this now.
The copy is
I
going
will
to.
remember this now.
The copy is going to attempt to strike Vexu with a nat 1 that failed.
Yeah, that fails.
And the original, who has 5 attacks,
5. Oh god, please don't tell me he's a fucking champion.
Alright. I can tell you right now 3 of those hit, Yuki, as I rolled 3 nat 20s. And then a 4 and a 2.
3 crits in a row.
No, not in a row. I rolled a 20, a 2, a 4, 20, 20.
Jesus. Are you sure your dice aren't weighted?
I've only rolled 4 nat 20s in total throughout this session. They're not weighted. So Yuki, ready for damage?
That would end up being
I
saving
am just gonna say this out of character.
Fuck.
So let me do the fucking whole person.
Okay, and now I need to add this number to this one, and then
Oh,
go.
God.
Okay, add that number to that, and the last one. Okay. And because there were crits, they are doubled. Yuki, how much health do you have?
39. Completely.
How does it feel like to be left at 1 HP?
I'm starting to regret not doing the spell of whole person now.
He did 38.
2 people. I'm out in right now. 2 people just doing this.
He's attacked you with his sword hands. Yes. And you are now at take 38 slashing. 38 slashing pickups.
Wait, 38 fucking slash?
Mm-hmm.
1 HP, oh, for fuck's sake.
It is going to take its legendary action to activate all the fucking skeletons again, as now 3 of the 8 are now in melee range of Zexu. And the others are moving towards the hole in the wall.
May Eve take her legendary action?
Yes. Eve takes her legendary action, and everyone heals 20 HP again.
I'm wondering. Wait, are they taking aspects? Does that include the temporary HP we have?
Yeah.
We have
Okay.
temporary HP?
We have 20 temp
Yeah.
Oh.
because Eve gave that to us. Wait a second. This is out of character. Remember, Ira is a healer. Are our Void Hearts taking on essentially our skills? Skill archetypes? I'm wondering.
Well, we'll find out in the future.
Because Ira's a buffer, debuffer, healer. And this is what she's been doing. Buffing, debuffing, healing. She's doing the exact same thing Ira's been doing. On a stronger level. Okay, enough out of character for me.
Yes. As you were saying, Ivan.
Mm-hmm. What are you doing, Zaxu?
Okay, well, I'm gonna hurry the fuck up and try to kill this fucking man.
Alright.
Nat 20.
Alright.
So double the damage, 2 d4s. Nat 4 plus 3 plus 5.
How would you like to do this?
I'm gonna get the main one's attention. I'm gonna get Ares' attention as I do this. And I'm gonna end up shouting straight at him. As I go and stab the warden straight through the chest, essentially grabbing his heart. And as he does this, he will turn the fuck around with the warden, and as he does so, he will shout towards Ares and be like, "Hey! Does he look?"
Ares looks.
And as he does so, I will end up smashing the fucking heart. And as that happens, I did keep up to the promise with Abel that he will feed off on the warden.
Just so you know, Zaxu, as you've effectively killed the warden, you pull your knife out of his chest and notice his blood's black.
Mm-hmm.
And you see the wound slowly close itself with like tiny worm-like tendrils stitching it together before going inside his body.
Hey.
He then like slowly stands up normally again, puts his hand on his chest, smirks at you, and then punches you straight in the chest.
Could I try to dodge? Or say roll?
Nope.
But
How much HP do you have right now?
Temp HP 13, max 39. So that would end up being
Remember your temp HP got restored.
oh yeah,
20.
true. 20.
So you're at
59.
59. Well, unironically, this punch, this singular punch, that is sending you flying and landing right next to Gotsy, has dealt you 50 points of bludgeoning damage straight to your sternum.
50 points.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still fucking alive.
That's when you see the two forms of Ares slowly go towards. Oh my god, why am I having hiccups suddenly? Going towards Elmore, and they go inside of him, and he just kind of chuckles. You just had to damage the thing, didn't you? Spent so long trying to make sure this thing just stayed in pristine. God. Now I'm mad. Oh well, and he's going to take a step immediately towards you as the ground immediately breaks under his foot. In distance, you hear Bavor shouting, "They're here! The fucking helicopters!" You notice as Ares looks up and seeing two helicopters arriving to land, as Ryuji gathers the people that you guys brought over to make sure they can escape, gathers them, and as well as everyone else starts getting into spot.
Oh, I'm getting a feeling he's gonna try to do something.
Ryuji looks at her and is like, "Well, now or never."
As Eladia is boarding, he's gonna cast Shocking Grasp through his familiar onto Elmer. Natural.
So, what are you trying to do specifically?
With familiars, if they're within 100 feet of you, you can cast touch spells through them if the familiar uses their reaction to do it.
Okay.
And his familiar was right next to Elmer and Zexu, so... And that is max damage doubled to 16 points of lightning damage, and loses his reaction.
Alright.
So he just gets zapped all of a sudden.
Alright.
May I ready a reaction?
You don't need to ready.
I mean, ready an action for a reaction.
Yes. You can ready an action, yes.
So we're just getting in the helis now.
Well, are you?
Yeah.
Okay. So I imagine everyone's turns have passed.
Yeah, but I was gonna try to do something, when it comes down to it. But, yeah, let's continue.
So whose turn is it right now?
It was my turn, but I can't really do anything till next turn, but I will have an action at the ready. Radia's
Aradia.
turn, which it was Radia's turn.
I went ahead and did the shocking grasp
Yeah.
and another cunning action hide.
Then it would be Walden. It's Walden's turn.
It is my turn once more.
And I'm 1 HP. My goodness.
Disengage and get on the helicopter.
That's probably for the best. That is exactly what Walden does. Kind of like sees a helicopter and decides, all right, get on, disengage, get up on that thing, and get the hell out.
So
Or at least wait until it moves.
there's 2 helicopters. There's one on the left and one on the right. Which one are you going on? The one that
Left.
everyone else is going on?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going on the left. Danny is also going on the left.
Which one was closer to Aradia?
The left one.
So the left one then too.
Yeah. That's 2 people out. Danny and both Danny. Okay, let me just.
Oh,
grab
crud. Yeah. I now remember. Did you end up pouring your goddamn mage hand? Aradia.
Yeah, I have the Fantasia.
Okay.
Danny and no, Danny and Edric and Cyroth, and the one that's with Aradia, which is what is his
Zerk.
name? Zerk is. They're getting on the left helicopter as well. Your guys' turns will immediately pass and go to the next person in order, which is Ira.
Going to the one on the right.
You're going to the one on the right? Okay. You're not joining everyone else who's going on the one on the left, you're going to the one on the right?
Sure, why not? Go to the one on the left.
Okay. Okay, the one on the left. Immediately your turn is now forfeit from here on out. Next is Coxie. Yuki.
Yeah. I'll go take the one on the left.
Okay. And now Rune.
Can I be a bitch?
What do you mean?
May I attempt something to keep him there while we escape?
What?
Actually, never mind. Shit.
Just
Yeah.
get on the
Yeah, I'm just gonna get on the helicopter. I was gonna try to ask if I can try to do something stupid, but that's no.
So you're going on the left one?
Yeah.
Oh, you get on the left one, the helicopter starts to lift off the ground. You can see as the warden's like getting angry that you guys are leaving, well, specifically Ares, and starts walking towards it, slowly sprinting, which causes the second helicopter to also start lifting, and Bavor like dives onto it to ensure that he can get the fuck out, as he's now on the right one. And Ryuji starts sprinting to make sure he can get to it. You all see as eventually the helicopters start to get so far enough away that Ryuji's gonna have to make a running jump. And you can see that Ares is getting really close to him as he's sprinting, and both of them just engage in this race to see if Ryuji can get out of this place.
Can Aradia do something?
No.
Throw an object from the top from the helicopter.
You do realize that throwing an object, you are running the risk of hitting Ryuji.
That's fair. Never mind.
No.
Actually, I still have my familiar now. Whatever.
No.
As you all watch as Ryuji eventually commits to the full sprint and leaps over to attempt to grab onto the helicopter, Bavor just kind of throws himself forward and sticks his hand out to help him at least be able to grab onto something if he can't, like, grab onto the railing of the helicopter. You can at least grab onto his arm. And eventually, he does manage to grab onto the railing and then, using Bavor's arm, slowly pull him up and into the helicopter. As the helicopters fly and slowly get away from the prison, three things start to attempt to emerge from the bottom of the ocean. You can see beetle-like wings flapping under the water before eventually they reach the surface, but then flutter a bit before crashing into the prison. Eventually, everyone takes a bit of a sigh of relief as you managed to escape the prison and the helicopters fly. The storm kind of makes its way over as you can hear the rain and the thunder all around you, but being in this helicopter is at least some form of safety, until you hear a gunshot from the other helicopter. And you watch as Ryuji falls out of the helicopter with a gunshot wound right to where his heart should be.
What the fuck?
Shit.
Can we see who we had him shot?
Eventually, a handgun kind of sticks out with a bit of smoke coming out from the barrel, as now, dusting himself off and fixing some clothing he has with him, he grabs a little detonator that's in his hand. He puts on a headset and speaks as Bavor looks over. You know, this would have been so much easier if none of you had gone down there. At least you brought me him. Then again, so many things I've tried to make sure that didn't come to life. A lot. And yet, I had to get you all in there somehow. Into that prison where you belonged. So now, I think it's time to cut some loose ends, don't you think? After all, you're the ones that got my wife killed. He hits the button and the helicopter you're in, the rotors explode and the helicopter starts to dive downwards instantly.
How far is the other helicopter away so far?
It's
Gosh.
really fucking far. It's pretty fucking far, about 150 feet away.
And then I'm over here with my HP. Yeah.
Hey, you're at full health actually. Remember, you got healed full.
Fucking hell.
And of course, the last bit of radio that you hear is just Babur saying, normally people would say this wasn't personal, but for me this was. See ya in hell. And then, eventually the helicopter crashes into the ocean with all of you inside of it.
If I'm still alive, I'm gonna kill that man if I see him again.
Eventually, all of you start to come to. Rain landing on you guys as you wash up on a sandy shore. Back at the city. And the first thing that happens is Danny helping to drag each of you onto the shore. The ones you guys brought with you, just helping everyone kind of like come to and wake up.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm wounded.
Especially someone who somehow managed to sneak onto the helicopter as the one known as the Dark Devil is there, and he's making sure that everyone's awake. After that, he looks at the distance, and I want everyone to roll me a perception.
Okay.
Alright.
18.
16.
Perception.
Fucking 5? I'm
22.
assuming I have soot in my eyes.
You probably have sand in your face, is what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
22.
22.
No, wait. I give you that. It's still gonna be below 10.
24.
Do it 1d4. Joseph, do a 1d4
1d4.
for my guidance.
Got a 3.
Okay.
Well, there was your chapter 2 death, guys. I thought it was gonna be one of us.
Eventually, seeing everyone's results, everyone except Walden kind of comes to looking and see a female figure clad in samurai attire walking up to all of you on the shore.
May Ira back away from her
Okay.
because he recognizes who it is.
Adadia draws the knife defensively.
Don't. She's a samurai. And her husband just got murdered.
We still don't know her intentions. I'm not going to strike first, but it pays to be ready.
She looks at all of you, and she proceeds to kind of like throw a bit of a crystal up into the air, which changes her attire to something more casual. That is when, finally, an introduction is made. And she introduces herself as the Lone Samurai, also known as Tiasha Viria.
No, bad.
Just making my opinions known. Anyways, so your husband wanted this for some reason. Adadia will toss the Fantasia over.
She picks it up, she grabs it, chuckles, and then looks at Walden. And then looks at Rhoda, and then looks at Aradia. This wasn't for him. This was for one of you. One of you needs to change, as you're far too recognizable. The thing
So,
is, she points at Coxie, you are very easy to hide. Looks at Zexu. Same with you, especially back when you used to work at that club. Looks at Aradia. I don't need to explain why you're easy to hide. Looks at Roira. Despite you're a DJ, from a distance you look no different to another Mikode. So you're quite easy to blend in. And then looks at Walden. You're the only hire left in the city. You stick out like a sore thumb. The rest of the hires are in the prison. So, this little thing is for you. However, I don't know what he's done with this thing, or why it was so important. I imagine the warden had it.
Yeah,
Drink
he's the one I
this.
pickpocketed off of.
Fair enough. Drink this, you'll be different. You'll be a completely different race. Granted, that also means your brain might wire and your body might change to a completely different gender. Chances are fucking roulette table, but you won't be recognizable.
you can remember
What?
I will remember the.
What?
She walks over and puts the Fantasia right into your hands, Walden. You should drink it. Because if you don't, you are more likely to be shot by the people that work for that man. And he's everywhere. Glad to see you at least got one of my siblings out of there. You see, as the Red Devil the Dark Devil just kind of like stands up, is like, just because you're my sister doesn't mean I won't break your face in for having gotten me into that mess in the first place. Anyways, she's right. You, specifically you, points at Walden again. You need to drink it. Because you stick out immensely.
Did you happen to manage to get our stuff back, or do we need to steal that ourselves?
She smiles and is like, yep, it's at the hideout. But we're gonna have to take a very long road trip with all of you in the back of the car. You're all still in your orange jumpsuits.
Not again.
Hey, at least this time you can focus on the road instead of looking at me on the ceiling. Well, on a rooftop while you're driving.
So why the fuck did you stab that van?
Who did I stab?
There was a sword sticking out of the van's roof.
Oh, that was to stop you from careening further into another building.
Fair enough.
Now, follow me. And she like walks away immediately, and the others kind of follow suit. Danny's standing next to one and is like, you gonna drink that? You probably should.
Yeah, probably. While he coughs up some fucking sand.
Ira does look at the bottle
And
long. This is what you were fucking wanted. God damn it, Ivan.
Aradia is
So yeah, as
following
everyone kind of collects themselves, gathers up, Walden takes that sip, just kind of, not sip, just fucking drinks it whole, as someone has instructed him, multiple people have said. He's like, alright, it's that important, and I'd rather live, so he decided, yeah, drink that shit.
Now the question is, what are you gonna be?
Fascinating question, because I know in the game it takes like a bit to take into effect, and if we're running off of roulette, I gotta open that character creator and hit random and see what happens.
Here's the thing. Canonically, how Fantasias work, they don't have a control over it. Especially if they're tampered with. And these are tampered.
a female Makote.
So, the only way we can ensure to accurately decide what race you are is by me legitimately rolling what race you end up as.
Alright.
Isn't it literally a 1d8?
Well, remember that Lalafels aren't. I'm not making people into Lalafels. I'm not gonna do that.
Can I flip the coin for gender?
No, you're not
No.
doing that.
Damn.
This is all Ivan here.
Yeah.
I know, I just generally have good luck getting what I find to be most entertaining.
So,
No, you.
I'm gonna roll here.
Mm-hmm.
Either this will be extremely in your favor, or this will be very unique. First off, I'm going to roll a d4 to determine your gender before I even go to race. Because this might genuinely influence you on how you proceed from here on. Well, good news, you're still a guy.
Fuck.
Now, to determine race,
It would be hilarious if you rolled just a different hire.
No, he can't.
That's a reroll. That's a reroll if that happens.
Because it would be because you can't change into the race you already are. By how Fantasias
I
are
think-
supposed to work, they change you completely into a different race. So the likelier thing that would happen is while he would still be a higher, he would no longer be a midlander and would be a highlander.
The better linger, but still.
But we'll see. And the roll is you lucky motherfucker, you're a Vieira. You
Back
cheeky bastard.
fucking home. That is so funny.
And now I actually need to determine which of the two fucking races you are, because that might also depend on your fucking skin color.
That's true.
You are a Rava.
Okay. We're still in home territory. That's good.
Still in home territory, but there's a lot of skin colors.
That's true. That's true.
Is session technically over now?
Yes, actually, because you're now all finally one, take a long rest. Two, level up to level 5. If you aren't, go to level 7.
We're going to level 7?
Oh yeah, D4 for your fucking face. Again.
Wait, level
Wait,
7?
Yeah.
We're going straight to level 7?
Yep. Well, you got the first face.
Phase 1. Okay.
You're slowly looking like just another fucking...
Okay, level 7. Level 3 real quick.
You have the first face. Eyebrows.
Then I had +8 to my shit.
You have the second eyebrows. The eyes. The third set of eyes.
Hey,
Nose.
the wizard finally has 55 HP.
Hey, you got the fifth nose.
I'm 66.
You got the third jaw.
Is that the smaller one? I forget. I know there's one that's like. Never mind. Doesn't matter. I'll
And
see it.
and you got the first mouth. Ear, D4. You got the floppy. It was the floppa ears. Are you legitimately just Danny? Wait, hold on. Are you legitimately slowly becoming Danny? I need to look at him. Hold on. You have the exact same ears. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
Everything is confusing.
You have the same face. Despite eye structure and stuff is different. Ears, please roll again. Okay, you got the number 3 ears.
That is so fuck. Oh my god! It reminds me of that meme that's going around where it's like, ah, man, this HRT is something crazy. Why do you look like me? That's a good one.
eye color.
Oh, this is
Roulette's
very
eye
interesting.
color.
If I have to go back into my sheet and change race, that's gonna change a little bit.
Oh yeah, you're gonna see why this is like surprisingly a pretty big change. Okay, time to roll my percentile dice.
Odin
This is
Valhalla
slowly
Flame.
becoming you.
Like my actual warrior of light. That's so goofy.
Hair color. Well, at least one thing didn't change of you. It's your fucking main hair color. Still fucking brown.
Okay.
Highlights 159. That is blue. Bluish purple. Or purplish blue. Alright. Does he have thicker fucking eyebrows? Yes. Noted that. Apparently you have the nose smudge thing.
Oh, like the ones that make them look like rabbit, like noses. Yeah, that's fun.
And something to indicate you survived a crash. Jesus Christ. Time to make this strike a pose and then show Walden what he now looks like.
I hope you didn't put any facial hair on him. That shit looks whack as fuck.
No,
thank
thankfully,
God.
the face you got doesn't give you facial hair.
Woo! Cause I've seen them and I'm like, geez, that is the one thing these guys don't have going for them.
Yeah, the facial hair always looks odd.
So goofy, yeah.
I think there's only face sculpts I've seen that give them normal looking like facial hair, and even then it's like a.
I don't know. I don't know. I remember before Endwalker came out and I played it as a Makote. I kind of missed my goatee. I liked it. Oh well. You win some, you lose some.
Yeah.
quick. I'm gonna be right back.
You're ready.
You know, I'm a little bit sad. It's like
Why?
the Fantasia was in hand. It was in hand, and then I was like, I'll find my Fantasia one way or another, Evan. But then again, this was a forced Fantasia, not the kind of Fantasia I wanted, correct?
Correct.
I need to check my spell list real quick. For parents. Oh, I already get mask. Okay. And I get Revivify.
But yeah, session is now over.
You know what I really find funny about the session?
What?
That our the one weapon we had, quote unquote weapon / tool that we had, was pulled away from the fight by Ira because he didn't want to see her hurt. What does that tell you about me? That I'm a moron?
I was wondering how everybody was feeling when I was just decided to just fucking stay behind.
And by the way, if everyone looks in gallery, you're about to see the new thumbnail for this campaign. As we have now entered Arc 3.
So Ruiji was going to die this entire time.
Sailing on a frozen ground.